Hey there, everyone. It's Shawanda, host of Refreshing the Soul podcast, and I serve women who have experienced infidelity, childhood traumas, and it has left them broken, feeling insecure, full of fear, and they're ready to become the woman that God has created them to be. They're ready to be whole. They're ready to be healed, and they're no longer blaming their past and not looking back at the person or pointing a finger at the person, but they're pointing a finger at themselves and saying, God, how do I change? How do I be transformed into the woman that you created me to be? That is the woman that I serve. And so on this week's midweek refreshment, it was just on my heart to just share with you that seeing yourself through God's eyes changes everything. It changes everything. One thing I realized is that a lot of times we are shown things as kids, as children. We're taught by the things that how people respond to us and what people display in front of us. And sometimes people teach us who we are to them. And as kids, we don't know any better. We believe it. And so you can see yourself growing up as someone who's not wanted if you were, picked on or bullied as a kid, or maybe your parents weren't as present with you, or spent time with you, or talked with you, or told you that, or maybe your parents never even told you that they loved you, or maybe you were adopted and you just didn't feel, you felt rejected, like you're not wanted. So you could grow up with this identity, and it can be in your subconscious where you don't even realize it, because it's been there for so long, and you've been so used to being shown that you convince yourself that I'm not wanted. That is at the root, the base of your soul. I'm not wanted. You can grow up with that sense of identity because you've seen yourself through the eyes of people and what they have shown you. And so because of that, when you see yourselves through the eyes of people, you will believe that that's how everyone sees you, because that's how you see yourself. That's what you believe about yourself. And so sometimes the purest and innocent things can happen, but again, you're seeing it through the lens of I'm not wanted. Someone could not invite you to a party, and it wasn't because of you, but maybe because they didn't think about it. But you could see it as I'm not wanted. It's more the thing sometimes we unintentionally look for things to validate the brokenness in our soul. Your husband could be running late, or could have had a longer shift than normal, and you're looking at it as, well, if he wanted me, he would be here. It's just that broken lens, how you seeing things through the lens of not being wanted. And I just want to encourage you that even though your soul may feel, even though that lens may feel so familiar to think that way and feel that way, and even if you don't even know how you see yourself, maybe you're not even aware that that's at the root of your soul, ask God, how do you see me? How should I see myself? What do you say? And I say ask God. That's also opening your eyes in his word, looking for scriptures that says who we are. If you are a believer and you know you're on a path of following God and listening to him and being led by him, his word says that you are a child of him. You have been adopted into his family. You are wanted. You are loved. Once you begin to see yourself as being wanted, as being loved, as being good, even being good, you will be the way you saw situations and the way you saw a person would change. And I'm telling you right now, just to be transparent, it's changing for me. It's changing for me. I didn't realize I had this root in my soul of not feeling wanted. And God, through his word and spending time with him, just revealed that to me. And now that I'm seeing myself more as being wanted and being loved by God, I'm seeing more how much my husband wants me, how much he loves me. I'm seeing more the innocence of things that people are doing, that they may do around me. Is not, I don't feel rejected. I don't feel anything. I look at it through the eyes of purity now. The word even says to think on things that are pure, that are lovely, that are worthy to be praised. If a thought comes in your mind that is not pure, guess what? You have the power to say, no, I'm not going to think that or believe that. I'm going to choose to believe that I'm wanted, that I'm loved. Doesn't matter what I'm seeing. Doesn't matter what the soul is feeling. I have to learn how to train my soul to believe what God says about me, to believe how God sees me. And that is who I am. That is who I show up to be. And I'm going to tell you, once you begin to see yourself the way that God sees you, it will change everything. It will change the way you begin to show up. It will change the way you see a person. It will change the way you see your life. All right. Well, I love you, and I pray you have a great rest of your week. All right. Bye. Mwah.